The words, the words, the words. That's one of the things he loves to say, the words. It just was the words, the breeze, the Texas air, the darkness of the barn. That's all it took.
At the beginning of the summer, the barn had been closed up, and you open things up. We sweep the dirt floors, and you clean everything, and you start pulling out chairs, and you set up the dressing rooms, and you create these worlds. And then at the very end, you take it all down, you put it all back in boxes, you sweep everything down, and you close.
The number one thing was the location, the barn itself. That was the number one thing that got me excited about going to Wyandotte. The second thing was Shakespeare, and just studying Shakespeare in this intense, brilliant way. And around the clock, 7 a.m. to midnight, Shakespeare. And then there was this wonderful, smart man who knew how to teach with such gusto and love of the text.
Doc is a stern taskmaster, and so he expects as much out of you as he expects out of himself, which is a kind of legendary amount.
Shakespeare was not meant to be read and studied in universities or school. It was meant to be performed for an audience.
Shakespeare at Wyandotte is a class on life, really, but rooted in the English language.
Shakespeare, play reading, criticism, and performance. And I said, oh, that sounds good. You can read the play, then you can read critiques of it, and then you can watch a performance. So I signed up for it. And then I started reading the little blurb after I'd signed up for it, and it said something about us performing. And I said, well, that could be fun, I guess.
This is not your typical classroom. We're not sitting behind a desk, and we're not reading and then discussing the literature. We are the literature. At the college level, it gave you strength and self-knowledge. And now, Camp Shakespeare with the younger students, they're so lucky. I wish I had had that time.
Because Doc identified Shakespeare as the vehicle, and because he knows it's everlasting and ever-changing, it's the perfect tool for him to keep communicating with youth.
So what we would like to do is just take 8 minutes, hug your student real hard, check for that cell phone, pat him down, make sure they don't have it. All right, go hug these people. They're gonna miss you a lot.
I think that asking 10-year-olds to 16-year-olds to work on Shakespeare is opening up new vistas. I think that we're solving the right problem in the right way when we say, yes, you're going to work on something that represents the greatest artistic achievement of the human species, and we're going to do it with a spirit of play, and it's going to inform everything that you choose to do after that, and you're going to derive joy, and you're going to develop lifelong friendships. Yes, it's appropriate for 10 to 16-year-olds.
So this is an invitation right now, this first night all together, for you to be open and willing to the experience that's about to take place. And what that requires is a lot of self-love and acceptance. We hope that this will be a journey where you find yourself questioning things and challenging yourself and confronting those challenges. You're in a wonderful position in your life as young adults. You're discovering yourself, and it's something that you get to face kind of head on in this environment. You don't have to shy away from it. And we're really excited to be a part of that with you.
Each one of you has a special gift, and we're going to see that.
A lot of the students, I think, arrive with the same questions that I had. What do you mean we're doing a 3-hour Shakespeare performance in 2 weeks?
I do want to point out that when anybody speaks, the staff speak, you please look at them. You don't look idly away at all. These people have a great deal to tell you, very important things to tell you, and it's good to respect them by attending to what they say. Yep. Right?
Right.
Right.